I am coming to you from our new house, which is currently still under renovation, as you can see. So the theme for today is very much industrial, but I'm excited about it anyway. I'm excited to be filming in it for the first time. Today we are going to be working on building strength in the muscles that surround the hips, in order to stabilize the hips as we go forward. I recently suffered from an SI injury, and this really brought to light for me how important it is to have a lot of strength in order to stabilize your hips. That will also help your lower back as well. So let's get started. Whenever you're ready, roll out a mat, and yeah, let's do it. We're going to start today by coming into wide leg child's pose. So bring your knees to the outside edge of the mat. Bring your big toes together behind you and walk yourself forward. Maybe you can rest a block underneath your head as well. And give yourself a few moments here, just to step away from the chaos of the day and into the present moment. And now you're gently going to find your way up onto all fours, stacking your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. What you want to do here is gently press into the mat so that you're not rounding too much through your back, but you're definitely very stable and steady through your upper body. You're also kind of pulling your belly button in a little bit and gently tilting your pelvis down so that you're very, very strong and stable through the core. Keep your fingers nice and spread as well. Take a deep breath in and allow your belly to drop and your head to lift. As you exhale, pull your belly button towards your spine and let your head drop. Bring your chin to your chest. Once again, breathe in, spin your chest open and drop your belly. And on the exhale, pull your belly button to your spine, and this time do press the mat away. Come back to a neutral spine and think about sending the crown of your head far, far forward. Your gaze is about a foot in front of your hands. Once again, engaging all the way through your abdominal muscles, gently pulling the belly button in and tucking your tailbone. You're going to just extend your right foot out behind you, coming onto your tiptoes of your right foot. The thing to watch for here is to make sure that both of your hips are pointing down and you're still keeping that gentle engagement through the belly. Gently, you're going to start to lift your right leg up. Still keep pointing the hips down and keep your belly active. The tendency is to do this, but you want to make sure that you're really strong and stable through your core. So maybe your leg doesn't go up as high as you would like it to, but that's not the point here. And then gently lower your right toes to touch the ground. Bring them up once again. Keep that structural integrity in your upper body. And lower the foot. Bring it up once again. And lower it. And once again. And lower. This time, as you draw it up, you're going to get to the top here and you're going to stack your hips open to the side a bit. Draw your knee in. So you make like a 90-degree angle with your knee and then drop it down so that both of your hips point down once again. Send the right foot out. Bring it up. Keep your hips pointing down. Then stack your hips open. Draw your knee in and down. Send it back. Keep your belly button pulled in. Bring it up. Stack your hips open, draw the knee in. And lower. One more time, send it back. And up. No bending through your back, stay strong through your core. Stack the hips open, draw your knee in, and lower. We'll take it to the other side. I'll switch sides so that you can see very clearly. We'll take it to the other side now, so once again, very gently pressing into the mat, extending the crown of your head forward, gently tucking your tailbone, and keeping your belly pulled in. Extend the left foot out behind you. Keep the structural integrity in the top half of your body as you start to lift that left foot back up. And lower it down. Keep the hips, the belly, the shoulders in the exact same position as you bring the leg up. And lower it back down. Once again, bringing it up. Keep the belly pulled in. Lower it down. Once again, up. Lower it down. Oh, I've lost count. Let's do one more for good luck. Bring it up. And lower down. This time, as you bring it up, you're going to get to the top and tilt your hips open to the side. Draw the knee in and keep it as high as possible here. And then lower. Send the foot back. Keep the hips pointing down and the belly button towards the spine. Bring it up. Stack the hips open, draw the knee in, and lower. Again, back. Up. Watch out for this bend. Stay strong through your core. Stack the hips open. Bring it in. And down. Again, foot goes back. And up. Stay active through this foot as well. Hips stack open. Knee comes in and down. Curl both your toes underneath you now. Drop your hips towards your heels. And you're facing dog. When you get here, definitely walk out your feet if that feels good. Bend one knee and then the other. And then come to find some stillness in your downward facing dog. If you're doing this video to help stay off of your wrists, then you can also come down onto your forearms. Walk your feet towards your hands and lift up halfway. As you exhale, allow yourself to fold down and bend at the knees. Breathe in now to rise up. And bring your hands overhead and together at your heart center. Keep your hands just here at your heart center and wiggle your feet towards one another just as much as feels like kind of okay for your hips. We're taking chair pose, so breathe in and grow very, very long. As you exhale, send your hips back. And just as we were doing before, you're keeping the belly button pulled in and the tailbone tucked. To add in here, you're also going to tuck your front ribs in. So you want to go from this position, I'm exaggerating, from this position to pulling the belly button in towards the spine, tucking the tailbone, and tucking the front ribs. Keep everything really, really strong and stable. Then find a point in the room that's not moving and focus all of your attention on that. You're gently going to lift your left leg up. Stay very focused as you extend the left leg back, touch the floor, and bring it back. Keep the foot lifted and keep the foot active. Send it back once again to tap the floor and bring it in. Once again, back and in. back, and this time, settle down. You can probably hear Barley going a bit nuts in the background. So activate all the way through this left thigh muscle when you come up, and then you're gently going to start to lower your left knee just to hover above the ground. And then draw it up. Activate this left thigh. And stack your back heel over your toes. Lower the knee. Draw it up. Lower it. Draw it up. Activate the thigh. Lower. And draw it up. Step it forward. And forward fold. Keep the knees nice and bent, making sure to move the stretch into the glutes. As you breathe in now, you can allow yourself to lift up. Get to the top, take a deep breath in, hands come up overhead, and together at your heart center. We're going back into chair pose. So bring your feet together as much as feels okay for your hips, and you can start to lower down. Once again, tucking the tailbone, hugging the front ribs together and pulling your belly button in towards your spine and up. Start to shuffle the weight into your left foot so your right foot can lift. Extend the right foot back, touch the floor, and bring it back. Keep this right foot very active. Send it back, touch the floor, and back. Send it back, and forward. Last time, send it back, and allow yourself, whoopsie, to come into a lunge. Keep the right thigh active. Keep pressing the back heel forward, stacking it over your toes. Allow your right knee to lower and draw it up. Activate the right thigh. Lower your knee. Bring it up. Lower. Bring it up. And last time, lower. Bring it up. Step it forward. And forward fold. Bend through the knees. Breathe in and come up to standing. Reach your hands out overhead. And together at your heart center. So for this next sequence, you're going to want to find 2 blocks or maybe 2 books if you have them lying around. Just make sure that you have 2 and that they're of equal width, height, size, whatever, whatever this is. Okay, so come to the front of your mat. You want to bring your blocks or your books about hip distance apart or so. If you're somebody who really struggles to get down and touch your toes, definitely get the blocks. And even if you're not, the blocks are still going to be really helpful here for you. So bring your hands to your sacrum and extend your chest up before you fold forward and down. Bring your hands to the blocks or to the books, and you want to keep them about hip distance apart or so. Breathe in and extend the crown of your head forward, tip your tailbone back. Keep tucking the tailbone ever so slightly and pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Go ahead now and extend your right knee towards your right elbow. So you're going for a kind of opening through the back of your left hip here. Change sides and bring your left knee towards your left elbow. And do keep this length in your upper body. And then come back to center. Breathe in, grow very long through your spine. As you exhale, you want to bring your front ribs towards one another once again. Draw your belly button into your spine and tuck your pelvis. Start to shuffle the weight now into your left foot so that your right foot can lift to the side and keep it very active. Draw it behind you, and you want to take a deep bend through the left knee
and come as low as you can. See if you can keep this foot hovering above the ground. Bring it back in, breathe in, open up to the side, grow very long through your spine. On the exhale, drop it behind you, hover it above the floor. Bend through the left knee. Bring it back and out and behind you to the side. One more time, breathe in, grow very long and big. Bring the foot out, and then behind you to the side. Come back to center. Gently tap the top of your block with your toe and place the foot back down. Once again, breathe in and grow very, very long. As you exhale, draw your front ribs together, tuck your tailbone, pull your belly in. Left foot lifts on the next inhale. Activate the left toes. As you exhale, send it behind you, squatting into the right knee. Bring it back, breathe in, grow big, extend the left foot out. And behind you, hovering the foot above the mat. Again, breathe in, out to the side, back, and behind you, hover. Last one, make it a good one. Breathe in, extend the foot out, activate it. Exhale, behind you and around. Come back to center. Tap the top of your block and lower the foot. Keep your hands just where they are. Need to shake out your wrists, then do that. Keep the block just where they are. And if your books are really heavy, if you have very heavy books or blocks, you can leave them here for this next exercise, or pick them up as I do. So from here, stabilize through your core and press down through your left foot so that your right foot can lift up. And then keep your pinky toe pointing down, so your hips are also pointing down. Press your heel up. And now you can take a bend through the left knee. We're going to come to standing. And you're going to bring the right foot all the way through, extend it out in front of you. Slowly start to shift it back once again. Drop your blocks towards the floor. Keep both hips pointing down. Breathe in and rise up. Extend the right foot out. Sweep it back. And do stay very long in your spine here. When you get here, watch out for this. You want to stay very long through your spine. Belly tucked in, front ribs tucked in. Bend through the knee and sweep that foot out in front of you. And back. And lower. Tap the top of the block with the foot. Drop it down. Sneaky bit of core work in here as well. So we'll move it to the other side. Bringing the left foot up. Moving all of the weight into the right foot. Keep both hips pointing down. Keep the structural integrity in your upper body. Bend through the right knee to come up. Extend the left foot out. Sweep it back behind you. And do press this heel up. Bring it forward. And back. Stay very, very long and strong through your upper body. Once again, bringing it forward. And back. I've lost count. I think we're even. And then go ahead and bring this left foot to the floor. Tap the top of the block and drop the foot down. You can bring your blocks or your books to the side now. Bend through your knees and come to standing. As you get to the top now, take a deep breath in, reach your hands up. And come back down into chair pose. This time we're gonna lower all the way to the ground. With complete control, extend your hands out. Minimal butt pop. And come to lie on your back. We'll take bridge pose to finish. So you want to draw your heels in. Just jokes. You need a block. I lied. You want to draw your heels into your hips. Place the block that you just removed. Get it back and place it between your knees. Hold onto that block. Don't let it drop. And squeeze it in as much as possible. Once again, start to draw your belly button down into the ground. Tilting your tailbone up. And then find your way up into bridge pose. Keep your hands by your sides with your palms facing up. And you really want there to be no pressure in your arms. In fact, you should be able to lift your arms with ease. From here, if you want to stack onto the tops of your shoulders, you can do that. And once you're feeling good, squeeze that block. Lift up through the hips. Keep your chin nice and tucked. Keep your breath steady. Squeeze that block. Press the hips up. No pressure at all in the arms. And then you can untuck your shoulders and allow yourself to lower. Now, you may remove the block. Draw your knees into your chest. And stay very long through your spine, keeping your chin tucked a little bit. Go ahead now and hook your right ankle over your left knee. Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Ever so slowly, you're going to start to draw your left thigh in, and wherever you feel anything, stop. Use your breath to work into that space. And get comfortable there before you draw your knee in a little bit more. As you're drawing this knee in, you also want to think about very gently pressing the right knee out. Once again, stopping wherever you feel anything. Sticking with that sensation for a while before you move further. We'll change sides now. So bring your left ankle over the top of your right knee and interlace your fingers and interlace them the weird way, the way that feels like not that normal, behind your right thigh. And then ever so slowly begin to draw the right thigh in, stopping wherever you feel a thing, anything. Clearing that feeling before you begin to open up a little more. Can release both legs now. And we'll take Savasana to finish, so extend your feet out. Let your feet drop out to either side. Bring your hands by your sides with your palms facing up. And allow yourself to settle into a moment of stillness. Let your breath go. Let go of anything that you could or couldn't do today.
Let Savasana be your way of starting afresh, wiping the slate clean. You begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And let your breath deepen naturally. Take a deep breath in and stretch your hands out overhead. And then come to curl up on your right hand side in the fetal position. Keep your eyes closed now as you gently find your way up to seated. Bring your hands together at your heart center. And if you would like, your thumbs to your forehead. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope that you have a great day or great evening further. If you like this video, please do go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And you can also find more videos and more courses if you go onto my website, www.wildcatyoga.com.